This can't be the best it gets. Quick to hush a hater or a pessimist. Voices in my head, but I won't let them win. It's my time and it's definite. I will never miss.
Put your rollie in your pocket, the jack is a pocket watching. Blow arm robbers to NASA. I walk with a rocket launcher. I awkwardly talk to God.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free T-Rex. Those arms are so cute. What's going on, YouTube? It's Wally Knox, and we're back with the reaction series. So today, man, I thought it'd be just a beautiful day to walk down memory lane. You know, amidst Benzino doing an interview with Stevie Knight, trying to go after the homie, you know, talking about reactors and everyone else, we're done making Benzino content. But what we're not done doing is making Eminem content. And I thought there's a really interesting track that we should revisit, we should dive into, which is none other than Nail in the Coffin. So let's do it. But before we go any further, listen, I'm going to give a quick shout out to that song in the intro. If you like that, brand new track dropping with Kxng Crooked on Tuesday. Stay tuned for that. I'll put the links to it below so you guys can join the premiere and check it out. I promise you're not going to want to miss that one. Also, if you like the hat that I'm wearing, I think I got like 10 left now. They're about to sell out. KnoxOMusic.com, limited edition with the KH on the side. You want to get yours, you want to support the channel directly, I'll put the links to that below. But anyways, know what we're here for. Eminem, step up to the plate. Let's see what you got.
This motherfucker, man. Don't shut up, will you? Talking about I owe you. Bitch, you owe me. I'm promoting you right now. Yo, let's put the nail in this coffin. I don't wanna.
First and foremost, I just want to shout out Benzino for breathing life into us all. I don't know where any of us would be without him and his godlike abilities. Like, even during this time, the context of this, when Benzino's running around in the diss track that he made and Pull Your Skirt Up, telling Eminem that he made him before Dre, right? Because the source featured Eminem as unsigned hype. So Benzino trying to take credit for Eminem's career, basically. But Eminem already firing back within the intro of this.
Shut up, will you? Talking about I owe you. Bitch, you owe me. I'm promoting you right now.
It's facts. Anytime that you respond back as the bigger artist in a diss, you're giving them the attention. You're helping with their sales. You're helping them with their levels.
Yo, let's put the nail in this coffin.
I don't wanna be like this. I don't really wanna hurt no feelings, but I'm only being real when I say nobody wants to hear their grandfather rap. You know, men have heart attacks, and I don't wanna be responsible for that. So put the mic down and walk away. You can still have a little bit of dignity.
You know what's dope is, like, there's this little piano underneath. Obviously, you've got the overarching just that warble, but underneath it's just a smooth little piano I didn't really catch before. And actually, some of his rhythm is matching just kind of those keystrokes of the piano. It's very, very subtle, just like down in the mix of the track. And then Eminem, the heart attacks. We heard it with the Whitey Ford disses, right? And the Everlast back and forth. If you are older than Eminem, he's going to come at you and troll you for your age. I mean, I really feel like at this time when he wrote this diss, he wouldn't think that he would still be in the game, much less Benzino. Fast forward to the here and now today, man.
Mic down and
I mean, it's just a fact, though. Like, back then, if you think about it, a lot of rappers, because rap was still young in terms of a genre, so there weren't a lot of old rappers. There just wasn't, right? And the older ones retired, whereas nowadays rappers go on into their 40s, rappers go on into their 50s. Like, you still have a lot of rappers doing it, dropping tracks, releasing, showing you that rap isn't just a young man's game, so to speak. But anyways, I'm digressing. Let's get back to this.
walk away. You can still have a little bit of dignity.
I would never claim to be no Ray Benzino, an 83-year-old fake Pacino. So how can he hold me over some balcony without throwing his lower back out as soon as he goes to lift?
How can he? Balcony, blowing his lower back out, right? He's got the alchemy, act out. So he's got the A, ow, and then the hard E sounds, right? E, how can he, balcony. So I love the way that Eminem, like we've talked about this before, not only does he do external end rhyme schemes, but he'll take like multi-syllable sounds and then he'll find like different words, whether it's like O sounds, whether it's the I sounds, the E sounds, and he'll find different words that just punctuate those similar sounding rhymes throughout the verse. So it's like a scattershot rhyme scheme. It might go like A, B, B, A, C, C, A, B, A, B. Like, I just love the way Eminem keeps you on your toes with his rhyme writing and the sequences that he sets up. Obviously, he's trolling him. Benzino's talking all gangster, acting like he's Al Pacino. Hell, his group from Boston, the Made Men, is even based on Mafia Made Men. Once you join the Mafia, you get inducted into them, you become a soldier. So Eminem's going to take that and flip it. And then we all know the Suge Knight story at this point in time. If you don't, I'll refresh, right? Vanilla Ice was forced to sign over Ice Ice Baby. And as the story goes, Suge got him to do that by literally distorting him and hanging his ass over a balcony. Benzino in his Pull Your Skirt Up diss said that he was going to do that to Eminem. Eminem's like, how the fuck can you do that? You can't even pick me up, bro.
Benzino in 80.
Mr. Neck and Shoulders is back.
Your old fake Pacino. So how can he hold me over some balcony without throwing his lower back out as soon as he goes to lift me? Please don't, you'll probably fall with me and our ass will both be history. But then again, you finally get your wish, cause you be all over the street like 50 Cent.
Then again, you finally get your wish all over the street like 50 Cent. I love just sort of his cadence control. Like there's certain words when he just like stretches it out in terms of the delivery and goes like upper with a cadence and he kind of drops down. Like this era of Eminem and these sort of flow pockets, and he's really sort of riding the rhythm of the beat as well at this moment, man.
Finally get your wish, cause you be
Finally get your wish. See right there how those kind of hits match up.
And our ass will both be history. But then again, you finally get your wish, cause you be all over the street like 50 Cent. Fucking punk pussy, fuck you, chump. Give me a one-on-one, see if I don't fuck you up. Try to jump the Rough Riders and they cut you up. And you put Jada on a track, that's how much you suck dick in the industry.
So all over the streets like 50 Cent. One, because 50 is one of the hottest MCs at this time. Two, nobody can match the street credibility of 50 Cent, man. Man was stabbed, man's been shot, man has been through the trenches, right? Even Benzino in his diss somehow, I'm going to diss all of the artists on Shady, but I'm going to shout out 50 Cent. Like, yeah, that's going to turn out well. So Eminem trolling Benzino, flipping it back on him. One, you have no street credibility like 50. Two, the only time you'll be out on the streets is through this situation, aka people buying your records, people actually giving you attention and the buzz that you want. And then the Rough Riders line, right, was when there was that fight. Made men were involved. One of the made men got stabbed by the Rough Riders. And then a few months later, Benzino, instead of turning around and representing for made men and looking out for them. Remember, this is a dude who's trying to reflect on street credibility. This is someone who's saying Eminem has no street credibility, Benzino's for the streets. Well, if he's really for the streets, then why is he turning around with someone who was a part of that altercation that stabbed his people and doing a track with them when he jumped on a track with Jadakiss? So Eminem just taking that. All right, you want to call credibility on me? Reverse Uno. I'm going to flip that card on you. Here's some inconsistencies with what you're doing.
And they cut you up and you put Jada on a track. That's how much you suck dick in the industry. Swear that you in the streets hustling. You sit behind a fucking desk at the source, butt kissing and begging motherfuckers for guest appearances. And you can't even get the clearances, cause real lyricists don't even respect.
Guest appearances, get the clearances, smooth multis there.
Guest appearances, and you can't even get the clearances, cause real lyricists don't even respect you or take you serious. It's not that we don't like you, we hate you, period. Talk about a midlife crisis, damn.
Man, it's funny how that just still applies to today, doesn't
It's
it?
not that we don't like you, we hate you, period. Talk about a midlife crisis, damn. Last week you was shaking Obi Trice's hand, now he's a buster? What the fuck's with that? Get on a track, dissing us, kissing 50's ass, and asking me what I know about indictments. Bite me, bitch, I got 2K.
And again, like he took shots at Obi and Pull Your Skirt Up, calling Obi a buster, when literally, like the week before, he's shaking hands with Obi. Obi's telling him, I'm going to drop a new album. Benzino's like, yeah, I got you covered in the source. Obi talked about this in an interview, and then all of a sudden, Benzino, a week later, is on Hot 97, which he used to just fire shots at Shady all the time. I mean, that's how the original beef really kicked off, right? Because Benzino wanted to go see Eminem, kick it with him when he was down in Puerto Rico. Benzino's backstage. Eminem goes, no, fuck this guy. Why did Eminem do that? Because Eminem wasn't happy with the way the source was rating his albums. Marshall Mathers LP did not get 5 mics. That way deserved 5 mics. One of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time. Eminem show got 4 fucking mics. So Eminem's like, what's up with this? No way I'm going to meet up with this dude. And ever since then, the feud really kicked off. Benzino flies back, goes into Hot 97, starts talking all kinds of shit about Eminem, drops his freestyle that we covered about Eminem dissing him, obviously, and then we start to escalate it. We get to Pull Your Skirt Up, And there we go. This is the fire back. And the Invasion is still one of my favorite mixtapes of all time, the Green Lantern Invasion. When you get all the shots of Benzino, all the shots of Ja Rule, 50 in his prime, G-Unit in his prime, Obi jumping into it all, Eminem just doing what he does, man.
Twice his hand, now he's a buster. What the fuck's with that? Get on a track, dissing us, kissing 50's ass, and asking me what I know about indictments. Bite me, bitch, I got 2 cases and probation. Fight me. What do I know?
See, there's a lot of rebuttals that are happening to pull your skirt up. And Benzino did that. He's like, you know, I got a grand indictment. What are you doing? Have you ever stood in front of a grand jury? And Eminem's like, well, yeah, actually I have, for beating the shit out of Guerrero when I saw him kissing Kim, right? And he talked about that on Sing for the Moment. Obviously, Eminem is no stranger to lawsuits and court cases and dealing with all that side of things. Things got messy in his life.
Fight me, bitch, I got 2 cases and probation. Fight me. What do I know about standing in front of a judge like a man ready to take whatever sentence he hands? What you know?
What do I know about standing in front of a judge like a man? I love how, like, it's not too fast, right? But he still goes into like a little bit more of an accelerated flow right there. It just like powers through the percussive hits and those harder guitar hits, right? And just gives you that more, again, like a drummer's percussion. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. Like certain words and syllables, he just really over punches, man. It just gives you that little bit of aggression as he speeds through on this casual flow switch.
I know about standing in front of a judge like a man ready to take whatever sentence he hands. What you know about your wife slicing the wrist right in front of the only thing that you have in this world, a little girl, and I put that on her. When this is all over,
I mean, that's a different fucking level, isn't it? When Kim tried to commit suicide and then in front of Haley, I mean,
have in this world, a little girl, and I put that on her. When this is all over, I would never try to make her a star and eat off her. I don't know shit about no shopping rocks, but what...
That's another key rebuttal right there. And he talked about this in The Sauce, right? When Benzino's running around trying to make his son, Lil Ray famous, getting on tracks with him. And Eminem's going, I've had all this drama in situations, but I've never tried to take my little girl as a father and try to extort her and make money off of her. What are you doing? Right? Again, rebuttaling and flipping back on Benzino. And there's lots of cases of Benzino trying to make money off of his kids, you know, Coi Leray and...
I would never try to make her a star and eat off her. I don't know shit about no shopping rocks, but what you know about it, pop shops, rocking spots, where you're the only white boy up in that bitch just ripping, pressing up your own flyers and your stickers, sticking them bitches up after spending 6 hours at Kinko's, making copies of your covers of cassette singles to sell them out of the trunk of your Tracer, spending your whole paychecks at disc makers. What you know about being bullied over half your life? Oh, that's right. You should know what that's like. You're half white. Vanilla Ice.
Oh, I love that line. And listen, man, I've talked about this before in my past, and God, take me back to the disc maker days. But one of the things and why I'm an Eminem fan is because he created a lane for white rappers, right? Me being a kid from PG, coming up in a primarily black community, right? Like going to these open mics, going to these events, being the only white dude, getting clowned, getting trolled because I'm white. Like, what the fuck is Whitey doing here? You know what I mean? Even coming up playing basketball, right? And like traveling all over PG and playing. And I'd go to the gym, I could pick last, and like getting bullied at school for being white. You know, there's so much of Eminem's template and blueprint, and it's like he showed that there is a lane to be successful, to overcome all of this, to do this. I mean, fuck, man, I remember disc makers and printing my CDs, and that's how we did it. That's how I paid for studio time. Sold CDs out of the trunk, right? Flipping CDs, trying to save whatever money you could just to go to that first basement studio, man, and just kick it and make that first tape. Shit.
Half your life. Oh, that's right. You should know what that's like. You're half white. Vanilla Ice, spill a bean.
Okay, he's more like a quarter, but I do like Eminem flipping it on him for being half white because Benzino gets so obsessed with race all the time. We've talked about this, right? He's always gatekeeping with race and hip hop when all he needs to do is just look up his own family tree and heritage.
Oh, that's right. You should know what that's like. You're half white. Vanilla Ice, spill the beans and rice. I'm eating you alive.
And that's another big rebuttal for me because like Benzino talked about the Vanilla Ice and he's going to hang him over the balcony to Eminem. So now Eminem's like, okay, noted. I'm going to call you Vanilla Ice because I know that's going to get under your skin, right? Beans and rice. Beans are darker with white rice, and that's Benzino's mixing in his heritage.
That's like you're half white. Vanilla Ice, spill the beans and rice. I'm eating you alive inside. Jesus Christ.
Meeting you alive inside. Jeez, I just love that little tongue growl that he does, man. We talked about this before. It's just, again, that over accentuation of the syllable.
Vanilla ice, Philippines and rice. I'm eating you alive inside. Jesus Christ, if you're that much of a gangster, put the mic down. You should be out killing motherfuckers right now. Kill a motherfucker dead. Kill him dead, bitch. Shoot him in the fucking head. Go ahead, bitch. Slap my...
I love that little casual flip. Shoot him in the head. Go ahead, bitch. Just MC.
Dead. Kill him dead, bitch. Shoot him in the fucking head. Go ahead, bitch. Slap my mom. Slap the fuck out of her. She can't sue you. She wouldn't get a buck out of you because you're broke as fuck. You suck. You're a fucking joke if you was really selling...
Right. Benzino talked about slapping Eminem's mom. I'll pull your skirt up. Another rebuttal from Eminem. All right, go ahead. Fucking slap her. If you're so much of a G and a gangster like you're saying, then why is it all happening on the mic? Why are you sat here writing poems to me? Why are we doing this instead? Right? Eminem again, taking Benzino's argument that he's a real gangster. He's the one with the street credibility. So what's Eminem going to do? He's going to flip those questions back onto Benzino. And then I love the flip. Again, very battle rap minded from M and just style with how he approaches his disses. Take it, rebuttal it. Take it, rebuttal it. You want to talk about my mom? Well, guess what? Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. Slap my mom. She won't sue you, though, for doing that because you're broke as hell. She sued me because I got money.
Bitch, slap my mom. Slap the fuck out of her. She can't sue you. She wouldn't get a buck out of you because you're broke as fuck. You suck. You're a fucking joke if you was really selling coke.
You're broke as fuck. You're a fucking joke. Da, 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 da. And right there, it just kind of like falls sort of in between the percussive hits of the drum kit.
Got on you because you're broke as fuck. You suck. You're a fucking joke if you was really selling coke. Well, then what the fuck you stop for, dummy? If you...
That's such a dope rhythmic flow and sequence right there.
Some crack, you'd make a lot more money than you do from rap. You'll never have no security. You'll never be famous. You'll never know what it's like to be rich. Like a bitch, ain't it, Raymond? Here, let me break this shit down in layman's terms for you just to make sure that you can understand it. Some cannabis ain't using too many complicated fucking words for you. Here, let me slow it down.
I love how he switches up. Cannabis ain't using too many complicated fucking words for, like, he switches up into a cannabis type of cadence right there. Another rebuttal of Benzino saying if Eminem was shades darker, he would basically be cannabis because he's doing too many overcomplicated rhyme schemes and words as he flips it. And then obviously calling him Raymond, the street credibility thing, right? What type of gangster is named Raymond, right? It's just another little battle rap thing. Like, call them their real name. Don't call them their artistic name. Let's flip it back on them in that way and just show you a little bit of a backhanded slap.
Cannabis ain't using too many complicated fucking words for you. Here, let me slow it down for you so that you can understand if I say it slower. Let it go, dog. It's over.
I don't wanna.
That's such a dope sequence when he accelerates through the flow to the cannabis style cadence. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Let me slow it down for you. And it really does kind of wind down. The beat kind of reflects that too. So really, he's using like the pacing of the flow to complement what he's talking about in the lyrics right there. Just a dope setup.
And if I say it slower, let it go, dog. It's over.
I don't wanna be like this. I don't really wanna hurt no feelings, but I'm only being real when I say nobody wants to hear their grandfather rap. And old men have heart attacks, and I don't wanna be responsible for that. So put the mic down and walk away. You can still have a little bit of dignity.
Talking about I have motherfuckers calling your crib. Bitch, you ain't even got a fucking crib. You ain't even got a fucking phone. Fucking bum.
Shout out the Red Roof.
Threatening to shut me down at your little fucking magazine if I come back when you and attack you.
Right, call him because he's talking about M's managers like Paul and Jimmy Iovine calling up Benzino, try to get them to stop dissing Eminem.
Shut me down at your little fucking magazine if I come back when you and attack you. Bitch, you attack me first. Take it like a man and shut the fuck up. And fuck your little magazine too. I don't need your little fucking magazine. I got double XL's number anyways. And y'all can't
Obviously a flip because their competitor to the source was Double XL.
panic because they get bigger than y'all. Oh. And by the way, how'd I look on the VMAs? When you was watching me from whatever fucking TV you was watching me from in Boston. The mean streets of Boston. Fucking sissy. Then you gotta skate up here, motherfucker. Suck our motherfucking dicks. Oh. And And for those that don't know, don't get it twisted, yo. The source has a white owner.
I love how he ends on that because he's like, again, you want to talk all about race and everything, right? You make it all about this gatekeeping when at the end of the day, one of the biggest influences in hip hop, the Source magazine at the time, it's not really run by Benzino. It's run by Dave Mays, who is white. How's that irony taste? It's a funny one. I mean, really, I think Nail in the Coffin is aptly named. It's really funny, though, because it's like, wow, you look back on this one, right? And you just look at how much Eminem outclassed Benzino. Like, go listen to Pull Your Skirt Up. And I was thinking about doing it, but I'm like, nah, let's just focus on this breakdown for today. Also, we know we've given, No Neck just way too much time, Mr. Head and Shoulders. So I wanted to do the Eminem side, but I did go back and re-listen to Pull Your Skirt Up. And, like, you just listen to the simple rhyme schemes. Like, there's bars where the man repeats style, and that's his only rhyme. He repeats style twice, and that's his end rhyme that he repeats. Fuck you up. He repeats that, and that's his end rhymes. It's the most simple, non-complicated rhyme structures and schemes that you could possibly get. And you just see the difference in sort of class of MC between Eminem and Benzino, just looking at the technicals. Which, again, fast forward to today, and why immediately upon hearing Rap Elvis, I start to raise questions. Immediately upon hearing Vulturious, you start to raise questions. But let's see what Eminem does, man. This was a fun walk back in history lane, man. I love these mixtape days. Honestly, I love the Green Lantern Invasion days. So much just great music came out of that era, man, when Shady and 50 and all of them were really on top. But yeah, I'm excited for Eminem's next project, and I'm excited to see where the next step lies. But this could have easily just been a nail in a coffin. I feel like he could have just walked away and left it on this one. Anyways, Eminem, you are Knox certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously enjoying the content. Do me a huge favor, support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. Really, really does go a long way. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive. It's only Knox. You know I'll catch you again.